Hi all. A while back we took a look at the Osaka Exchange, which has a number of markets that are great to trade in the Asian morning and the US afternoon. Now today I'd like to go over another market that's open at similar times but has quite different characteristics that make it very interesting to trade. A market that is now supported on the Jigsaw day trader platform starting today. The Hong Kong Exchange has three markets that look interesting for trading. So let's first just have a look at the kind of volume that's trading on these markets. So the first one that we're looking at is the Hang Seng Index Futures. And as you can see here, it's trading well over 100,000, 200,000 contracts per day. The second one we're interested in is the Mini Hang Seng. And that's trading roughly half the quantity of the full size Hang Seng. And then the third one is the Hang Seng China Enterprises Index Futures, which trades somewhere in between in terms of volume. So we've got decent volume there to get in and out of trades. What's also really attractive, especially for beginner traders, and it is beginner traders that could really benefit from the trading hours of markets like these. But what's really interesting is the tick size. So if we look at the Hang Seng Index Futures, we can see it's $50 per index point. Now that's 50 Hong Kong dollars, which works out at about $6.39 a tick. So you're not risking a lot of money per tick on this market. If we look at the Mini Hang Seng, that's $10 per tick, right? So $10 a tick is $1.28 per tick, right? So if you're new to trading and you want to trade a live market, you're much better off trading a market that's $1 a tick than trading one that's $100 a tick, just in terms of getting used to playing the market, just getting in and out of the market, just getting used to having some money at risk, you know, to trade live. So we look at the third one, the China Enterprises Index Futures. We can see also $50 per index point, and it moves in increments of 1 point, which is $50 a tick again, which is also $6.39. So the exchange fees are $3.50 per contract, which is about 44 cents. So you can see from the exchange perspective, there's not huge fees there. Now in terms of the trading times, we can see there's a pre-market period from 8:45 to 9:15 a.m., which, to put that in perspective, 8:45 a.m. is 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time and 4:45 p.m. Pacific Time. So that makes these markets ideal for somebody who's working in the daytime in the US and then coming home and wants to trade in the afternoon. Much better, in fact, than trying to trade market replay, you know, replaying over the day's US session. Doesn't really pick up until 9:15. Let's just have a quick look. You can see here, this is the pre-market period. Very, very thin, not a lot going on. So what we'll do is we'll leave that for a second and just come back when the market opens fully. And here we are, just a couple of seconds before the open. So let's just watch how it trades at the open, and then we'll come back and see how it trades a few minutes later. You can see, right, real busy open there, not something you'd want to trade. So certainly a market that you want to let settle down a little bit after the first few minutes. So what we'll just let that open up and settle down, then we'll come back in a few minutes. Okay, so here we are, almost 30 minutes after the open. We can see the Hang Seng today is actually really, really volatile. I mean, it's a very volatile instrument anyway, but it is quite volatile today. Let's have a look at the China Enterprises. What we can see is it's actually a little bit more orderly. We can see here we've had a real volume spike here with some trap trades at the top. Now the market's moving its way down. In terms of volatility, if you're used to markets like crude, natural gas, gold, you will actually be much more at home with the Hong Kong Exchange products than you will with the Osaka products. The Osaka products are a little bit thicker. So if you're used to trading like the S&P, some of the interest rate products, then that might be a good US evening market to trade. Anyway, what I'll do is I will leave this recording. We'll see how it does about an hour in. Okay, so here we are, 45 minutes in. We can see that the market has calmed down a little bit. It is still very volatile, which is good if you like trading volatile markets. We've got lots of movement there. We can see that we do get common order flow events firing off. If we just bring across the China Enterprises market, you can see that for China Enterprises, it's actually not as volatile, and you can see that at the extremes we do have high volume blow-offs at the extremes, so we have got information to play off. Let me just bring across the depth and sales for that. So this is the China Enterprise Index. You can see we've got a lot more liquidity there, obviously. So I think for me, I'd have my eye on the China Enterprise Index as a primary market, but then the full size Hang Seng. Good thing about the mini is the tick size. So if I put in a sell order here, try and get swept in, I've basically got $10 reward and a $10 risk, or $13, sorry. So interesting market. So good markets trade in the US evening. What we'll do is we'll be putting out another video in a few days' time when we've got some more information on the commissions and the actual costs, because that is obviously going to factor into it. This market is now available on Jigsaw Day Trader, so all you have to do is download the latest version that we've got and you'll be able to play with the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. And I'll see you in the next video.